So this is how we do it. Uh-oh. Good morning. Plan for today is to tile the shower. Maybe not the whole shower, but make a start on it. As I'm about to remix the adhesive for the second time, the electricity just goes off, which is not ideal. I'm gonna use this light to start putting the tiles. The electricity going off is not unusual for the rural location, especially in the winter when the weather gets bad, and we were aware of that. And then in the long run, it shouldn't affect us as much. As you all know, our goal is to be completely off grid, but for the time being, when we're trying to build and renovate, it can impact us a little bit. Again, not the end of the world. I can use this light.
Tiling by torchlight, it looks like up here.
It's kind of awkward in the dark. I'm not good at tiling as it is, let alone in the dark.
You look like you're going to tell a spooky story as well. First one's on.
Very wonky.
I like this whole house.
Yeah. Come down here, I'll show you something. There's going to be one more course of tiles right at the bottom. Look at this very sophisticated way of holding the second row of tiles. And if you're like me, watching other YouTubers, and you're quick to judge, oh, that's not how you do it, etc. You're supposed to put like a laser level, make it level, put a button, start your second course of tile. I know. But can I be bothered? No. Do I have a laser level? No. Would that be our permanent bathroom? Also no. So does it matter that much? Also no. So this is how we do it. I can just hear people go, oh, this is how you do it. Shut up. It's actually going like that, and then in here is perfectly. In there it's not. So, and if I go by this line here, there might be a big space there. We'll have to see. Wonky, wonky. Walls are so wonky. Also, I know that's not how you put these on, and it's supposed to be pliers. It's supposed to be pliers. I forgot to buy them. So now I'm struggling. Oh, the gap is getting bigger.
Seeing as there's not a lot we can be doing inside, I thought I'd make myself useful out here and just tidy up the front garden because it's a bit of a mess. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. I'm kind of reluctant to strim because I've seen rocks and bricks and things all in the weeds. So I've kind of got some cutters and my hands, and that's kind of it. So this could be a complete fail, but it goes all the way down there. It's getting a bit out of hand, and that's it. Looks a little bit better than it did before. Less weeds, less jungly. I really want to do something here, but I don't know what, because it's quite shady. So maybe we had the same problem in our house in the UK where we had this really shady spot, nothing would grow. So me and Dani were chatting whether we just kind of, well, leave it be and just de-weed it every so often. Try and put some rose bushes or lavenders or something, or maybe even some small trees that might grow here. If anyone's got any ideas what could grow here, I think it gets sun more towards the afternoon, but maybe in the winter, hardly anything. So if anyone's got any ideas of what we could put in this section, then let us know. We've seen some really nice ideas walking around the village where people have grapes coming over and little benches outside, but I'm just not sure whether it would work without any sun. So any ideas, gratefully received. And I thought I'd done the most of it. Second of all, don't know what to do with all these weeds. I'm just gonna add them to the pile in the garden. But then if I turn myself around and look where the van is parked, there's probably a whole nother section to do. Yay. So many weeds, don't know what to do with it all, to be honest. Don't ask me why I'm still in my jumper. It's hot, hot, hot. Oh, my crockies have got loads of dirt in them. This is a bit ambitious. Can't fit through the door. Oh. Let's go. Noise. Can taste dirt in my mouth. This is a terrible idea. Never mind, we're nearly there now. And if you're wondering where I got my snazzy little tool from, the neighbour came over and saw me pulling the weeds out by hand and said, do you want, well, she said, do you have? And then I don't know what she said, so I just assumed I didn't have it. So I said no. And she said, come, come. And so I've got this. And it kind of helped, but I also kind of wanted to pull the weeds out by hand because I didn't want the roots to be still in the ground. So I've done a bit of both to make it look like I was using it. Yuck. I just did a little bit of weed pulling around the van. I've had enough of being out here, I think. And I'm getting a bit hungry. Danny also says he's getting hungry, so it's time to see what we can make for lunch. I might do a bit of gardening in the back because that is probably just as bad, if not worse, looking at our driveway and the trees that are growing, and I can see it over my head, the trees growing in our driveway, so maybe I should tackle those as well.
Hey babe, do you want to explain what you're doing?
Yes. Well, because we've got no power, we can't use our pump, so I am using this yogurt pot to fill up this 11-litre bottle, so at least we have a bit of water to kind of rinse things if we've got tools to rinse and bits and bobs, and that's it.
I guess the short-term solution for that kind of situation would be to get a small solar panel and maybe hook it up to the pump, so at least we can run the pump to get water throughout the day. And another idea might be just putting the drum in the attic rather than going in the basement, and then we have a gravity fed system. The only thing that stops me from doing that is having 300 litres of water in the loft, because if it doesn't stop filling automatically, it will just overflow and then we have a flood. Whereas if that happens in the basement, it wouldn't affect us as much. We're gonna make the most of the fact that there's no electricity and the fact that I found myself a big hook in the basement the other day, and I'm gonna use it to pull all these ivy, or it's not an ivy, but whatever it is, that plant out of the barn wall. As you can tell, we haven't cleared here yet. This is meant to be our drive, and there's a big tree growing on it. I'm gonna use this hook because if you haven't seen the state of our barn, look up there. It's almost falling apart. Oh, that's heavy when it's away from your body. Handy little hook. Get down here, fucker. I think you make beer out of this.
Well, I wouldn't mind it if it wasn't taking over my barn then.
Where you would drink beer?
Actually, no.
You wanna have a go? Ah, yeah, it just like sets roots and grows in there. Maybe a snake on the back there.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm out of here. I think I just heard the pump, which means the electric might be on.
Hey.
Let's go and check out my tiling in the daylight. Check it out, guys. So I still need to do there, and here. I don't know what to do in the afternoon now, because I was just gonna take it easy because there was no electricity. But now we have electricity. I don't know what to do. More tiling? Feel like tired. Could nap. As it turns out, I only have a few of those spaces left. So I'm not gonna tile, and I'm gonna have to find myself a different job whilst John is clearing the garden.
So while Danny does make up his mind about what he's doing this afternoon, I'm going to make a start on this driveway because it's probably one of the last places that needs clearing. I know there's plenty more, and even the weeds we've cleared are already starting to grow back. So I'll just make a start and see what we can do, add to the weed pile. What else can you do? This tree is getting a bit too big. Well, this is way harder than the front. There's all these vines holding things together and the trees are massive. And there's lots of thistles that are very spiky. Look who's awake.
I didn't really sleep, I just had a little lie down.
There's a tree that we've seen growing between our barn and our next door neighbour's barn, and it can only be described as a secret pointless passageway, so we need to cut that tree down somehow. Secret door.
Somebody's been cutting it, but how we can actually drop that tree without it going on the roof? I don't know. I don't think I should be cutting the other ones.
Abort mission. Never mind.
I think if that falls onto our barn roof, that might be the end of it.
I didn't realise it was that big.
That's what she said. I mean, if we wreck the roof here, it's not the end of the world because it's coming down at some point anyway. Wait, how did I get up here?
That tree was way bigger than we thought it was going to be. So we'll have to think of another plan to get it out at some point. But in the meantime, back to the driveway.
So what's the plan again? Move all that stuff on the drive and burn all of that. The other day when I was looking for a bit of like tin like that to fix the roof, I found this barrel over there, so we're gonna go and get it. And then we can start burning stuff in it. Oh, by the way, did I tell you I had a dream about you yesterday?
Me?
Yeah, with one of them.
Wow. I just found that in all the weeds.
It's a bit blunt. Anywhere you touch, there's like nails sticking out of it. I don't know what it's from. I guess we can cut the top. Do you think that'd be better for burning, or maybe just paint it black and have solar shower? I don't know, because once I cut the top, it's ruined, right? What do you think? Okay, let's keep that, because that might be something, might be more beneficial using it for other purpose. Uh-oh.
Crazy. These vines are literally like playing tug of war with nature. They go so far. What even are they? And why are they so strong? Can't take them out of the roots, unfortunately. I'm just cutting them off, which is probably not the best thing to do, but it's a start. You got the zoomies, Ayda. For God's sake. I think I'm going off piste. I'm not even on the driveway anymore. I feel like that's enough of that. Now I just need to transport my piles of weeds across the garden. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. almond butter jam and banana on toast. One for me, one for Dani. Let's go see what he's up to. You've got some weird contraptions going on here.
I'm just trying to speed up the fire. I can burn bits at a time so it doesn't get out of hand. I'm trying to speed it up in between.
Despite not having electricity for half the day, we've done pretty well. We had a pretty busy day. Dani's done some more tiling, I've messed around in the garden, and he's also now having a lot of fun making his fire, trying to get rid of some of the weeds from our garden, because there's not really any other way around here of doing it. I think we're going to leave it there tonight. Comment if you're enjoying our videos, and if you enjoyed this one, then we're going to leave this one here for you to watch next. See you next time.